Starting at shooting guard, 6'6", number 0, Christian. Starting at power forward, 6'8", number 32, forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 8, and guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 27, Jamal. Center, number 15, the Jokic. Another round of applause for you.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Johnson is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Robinson. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And for the Nuggets, inside form, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the small forward position. And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs. And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bench.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Tries from 16, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
With KD's length and size, there aren't many defenders he simply can't shoot over.
Inside, and it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Out to the wing. Watson with it. He's picked up by KD. That one good for 2. Murray's got 6.
And inside Murray's attacking mentality pays off. He just works hard to find his own shot. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Watson to the paint. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slings it in.
Jokic so clever at taking advantage in that pick and roll.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
For the Clippers, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's checked in for Durant. And it's Dort in for Beal. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Watson. Here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Count it. He's got 8.
They trust Murray to get the ball where it needs to go.
Clippers have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Dort passes to Johnson. Puts it up from 17 and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Johnson's got 8 points.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Murray, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Now here's Murray. He had 27 points last game. Pass to Watson. Now here's Jokic. Over Robinson. Jokic with the bucket.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
And Tyronn Lue wants to time out. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And Los Angeles with some changes. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Bol. And it's Johnson in for Quickly. Taking a look at Los Angeles. You've got Hayes. Bradley Beal is out there with Johnson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. 6 on the shot clock. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Carries it from 3-point range. Murray's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Nuggets. Some big news coming in from around the NBA. We welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's on the phone with the latest story. Shams?
Thanks, Kevin. The intel today is out of the Bay Area. The Warriors with an early season transaction. They make a big-time move getting Klay Thompson. Their front office prioritized shooting and championship experience. Klay Thompson brings you both. And sources tell me Thompson cannot wait to get going with his new team.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. Johnson with the block. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Denver making a switch here. White's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Quickly's checked in. White, bounce pass. Pass to Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Now that's his second foul, something they need to be mindful of moving forward. Do they change his matchup?
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Clippers. Durant comes in for Quickly. Here's White. Johnson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Jokic with the screen on Leonard. 5 on the clock. Pass to Brown. Shoots over Beal, and it's Denver scoring again.
A guy like this with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Clippers leading by 3. And it's Johnson penetrating. Here's Durant. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Durant's got 7 points.
Now forget the analytics. If KD's shooting it, I'll take it all day.
And they double up Gordon, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It will be a jump ball.
Jokic passes to White. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Watson. And it's off from three-point range. Launches it. Durant brings it from distance.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And the first half is now in the books. Clippers lead by 8. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm joined by Clippers head coach Ty Lue. And coach, when Kawhi Leonard comes out like he has tonight, what's the overall impact?
It impacts our team. I think, everything opens up. Guys are less on edge. And when he starts like this, it gives us great momentum going into the game. So we like what he's doing right now. Now we got to build on it.
When you have a player like that, you follow his lead. Thanks, coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Los Angeles Clippers. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Modern era. Work the ball around the perimeter and shoot it with confidence.
That's right. My name would be Shaquille O'Nealovich. If you can't beat him, you join him.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Gordon kicks to Watson. Jokic a screen. There's the triple. Watson's shot is good. Watson's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nuggets.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. And Jokic will just torch you inside.
Capable of being a very potent scorer. Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got 15 points.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Now Watson. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic cannot be stopped inside.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. Over Murray. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to KD. Here's the three. That's good from Johnson on the assist from KD. 18 points for Johnson.
Boy, that's his second three. First of this half, though.
Here's Brown. Takes it off the glass.
That was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And slam dunk by Johnson.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Wasted no time on that one. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game.
Wow, burying that jumper on a more consistent basis. Aaron Gordon's superb at realizing when to pull the trigger.
Brown's shot is off. Johnson attacking. And Beal kicks to Johnson. Nailed from three-point land. Johnson's got 23 points.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Stolen by Robinson. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that's the size and reach of Kevin Durant at the rim. Yes, sir.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
And it's Beal in the corner. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Beal's got 10 points.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Murray way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Clippers leading by 9. Watson for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Watson's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Denver. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Both teams deciding to change it up. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
We've got 1:23 left here in the third quarter. White finds Johnson. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Clock at 6. A second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. And now an 11-point Clipper lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right... Oh, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's White. They need this. It's the three-point bomb. White's got 14 points. And so it's Los Angeles enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
You got to make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? If they're going to try to help and tag, you got to make...
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Johnson, they get the rebound. Outside Mathurin. 6 to shoot. Johnson with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Here's Murray up on top, covered by Johnson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. Los Angeles making a switch here. Quickly's checked in.
Number 16.
Murray for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Johnson attacking. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got 17 points here in the second half. Pass to Jokic. Johnson kicks to White. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And sometimes Jokic overwhelms you with his size and footwork inside, which in turn forces the foul.
Bradley Beal's checked in for Quickly. Out to KD. Basket is good, the assist from Johnson. And the Clippers lead by 19.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jokic with the screen on Beal. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
So that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket. And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Wide open look here for Murray. Down it goes for 3.
And the best scorers, like Murray, they believe every shot they take is going in, no matter how deep they are on the floor.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Well, we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Shane.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Stolen by Robinson. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Jokic. No good from 3. Clippers leading by 14. Johnson, he takes it in.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Johnson.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
Westbrook against White. And he banks the layup in. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Drives to the hoop. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Substitution.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Thank you. Kawhi, you guys really turned it on down the stretch. What was the difference late in the game?
We started to play defense and execute on the offensive end, and we finally started to knock down shots.
That'll do it.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jay.